So I want to write it down. Do you just have like a piece of paper?
Sure. And I'm gonna.
Oh, you're handing out calendars, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'll just use that.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'll still be around.
Okay. I'm gonna blaze. Okay. Hey, if you are a middle or high school parent and you have not signed up for Team Snap yet, please go ahead and scan the QR code on the far side of the screen. That's the one you use.
I use Team Snap for the Emerald site. Can I still like find you guys through
Yeah,
that?
so if you do this, I think it'll take you to our quote-unquote team or class, and you can sign up there. Hey, if you are the parent of a middle and high school student, please raise your hand and I'll bring you your calendar.
I'll take care of it.
There you go. There you go, you want one suggestion? What's going on? Okay, hey guys, real quick, before we just jump right in, I need some additional waivers signed because we are going to 3 different destinations this summer that are considered to be high risk. We are going to the scenic Obed River, where our kids will rock climb. We did that last summer, and the kids liked it a whole lot. We are also going to a new skate park in Oak Ridge called the Paramount. It is a Christian skate park, and they have a waiver. And then on top of that, we also are heading back to Sir Goonies to play some paintball. So they also need a waiver. So the waiver that you fill out for program covers OBED, the online waiver, and the other 2 cover Paramount and the other place.
You're
Yeah.
saying I just need it for Jude already has one? Or do I need
He'll need it too. Or you can put both of their names on the same paper. Let me see. I can get you some.
Oh yeah, I'll do that if you.
That's okay. There you go. All right. Rakundo, you're going to need a couple more too. All right. And for our folks that are watching from home, I'm going to put this QR code up here. That way you guys can get the Team Snap stuff as well. Middle and high school, this is our QR code. Okay. All right. So, as many of you are already aware, Miss Chelsea took a different job. She is. It was on really good terms. We're very, very happy for her. I just got off the phone with her about 5 minutes before this meeting started. And she assures me that she is doing very, very well and having a very good time at her new job. We are working diligently to find a coordinator for our middle and high school kids because right now I'm doing the work of both the director and the coordinator. So we had someone who was getting close, and then at the last minute they had something else pop up. So let's go over calendars real quick. Middle school is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. High school is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, as with any good rule, there is an exception. If you look on your June calendar and you look at the week of the 12th and the 19th, middle school will be gone all day, both of those weeks. All day, every day, both of those weeks with Johnson University. That being said, there is still high school programming available for your high school students, but you have to drop them off over at the Lonsdale Center. I think one of those weeks they're doing a really cool architectural workshop, and then another one they're doing like just kind of study hall from noon, I think, until 4. But again, you can hop on their Calling and Career website at Lonsdale and keep track of what programming they're offering during those times. I want to show a real quick video about Royal Explorers. To give you guys a better idea of what we will be doing. How many of you have been to Royal Explorers before? Mamuja, you've been to Royal Explorers. Why is this not working? I have hit my limit on verification codes. I'll send a link out to that video later. That tells you how busy I've been today. So let's just go through our calendars. One of the things that your students really love to do in this past spring is there were, for one Wednesday night a month, we would go downtown under the bridge and we would serve the homeless. We would pass out clothes, we would feed food and help the crew down there with a small church service. We're going to be doing that again this summer since it was such a popular activity. So we're going to do that on June the 7th, and we will do it again on July 19th. Starting in May, I want you to notice that summer program begins on Tuesday. And then every Wednesday night this summer, there will be things with the Life Group, the Laurel Youth Fellowship, that's our church youth group, from 6:45 until 8 o'clock. Trey has his own calendar on the church website. And there are things on that calendar that conflict with some of the things on our calendar. So, be talking with your students about, okay, if you want to go to Royal Explorers, that means you can't go to Smoky Mountain Christian Camp, and vice versa. So kind of talk through with both calendars, hey, what are the things you guys want to do? For high school, on June the 1st, we will be doing a campus visit to the University of Tennessee, and we'll tour their campus. We'll do Sir Gooney's paintball on June the 6th. That is open to both middle and high school students. We've got Church Under the Bridge at 5:30 on June the 7th. And then we have Ripley's Aquarium on June the 9th, which is also open to both high school and middle school. Royal Explorers Camp starts the week of the 12th and runs all the way through the week of the 19th up and through the 23rd. On those days, we will not get back to the building until probably closer to 4 o'clock. But we will be doing some amazing things. It's a science camp, so we'll be, studying under some actual college professors. They'll be talking to them about biology. They'll be talking to them about water purification. We've got a trip to Norris Dam where the TVA will teach them about water management and all that stuff. On top of that, we also have a big kayaking trip. That kayaking trip is a 7-mile float. I'm glad the children are looking forward to it, but it's been a long time since Mr. Matt kayaked 7 miles. On June the 27th, we'll be heading out to Scenic Obed River Park, and we will be climbing with park rangers. As for Royal Explorers and rock climbing, children need to wear closed-toed shoes and long pants. So we don't want them coming back home with any new scars or permanent marks or anything like that. Notice, yes, ma'am.
Is that rock climb, is that middle and high?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Notice that on July the 4th, we are closed. There will be no program July 4th. And then we're back to somewhat normal on July 5th. So July 5th, we're here, 6th and 7th, and then on the 10th, we have a on-site field trip where they come to us. It's an organization locally called Keep Knoxville Beautiful. If you've ever helped with the Marble City neighborhood pickups or anything like that, if you've helped in the garden, Keep Knoxville Beautiful has helped us with both of those endeavors. So we're very, we're great partners with that organization. And then we've got the busiest week of the year, which is the week of July 17th. We have reserved the swimming pool for the kids, so we'll go swimming that day at Emerald Pool. We've got the Paradox Skate Park at Oak Ridge on the 18th. We've got Church Under the Bridge again on the 19th. We've got the Cove on the 20th, and if you will notice, on the 21st, we will be going to Dollywood. That being said, we have a very, very sweet donor. He was a volunteer back when he used to live here. He was the crossing guard at Westview Elementary. And if you've ever had a kid at Westview Elementary, you probably remember Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul is 82. And a few years ago, he moved back up to Lowell, Massachusetts to marry his high school sweetheart, the one that got away. He was a very young age of 76 when he did that. And him and Miss Edie donate money, or have donated money for the last 3 years for us to take our middle and high school groups to Dollywood, because that's how fondly he thinks of our kids. That being said, that trip is not guaranteed for a single camper in this program. If you make me second guess whether or not I can trust you, because here's the deal, that's the last Friday of the summer. And we will close the park that night. If there's fireworks, if there's drone shows, we will watch all of that. We will get back very late that night. If you give me a reason to think that I can't trust you all day in Dollywood, you will not be going on that trip. Does everybody understand? All right. You earned that trip. All right. So everybody's got their waivers. Everybody's signed up for Team Snap. Everybody's got their calendars. Everything is well and good. Hey guys, it's going to be a great summer. If you haven't noticed, it's a smaller group of kids than what we're accustomed to. We're very blessed in that because some things happened and we didn't get as many workers as we thought we would. So that being said, we can do a lot more with the small group than we can with the big one. We're going to be teaching our construction class again this summer. We're going to learn how to use hammers, nails, tape measures, power tools, saws, all the things I love. I hope to send your kids home sweaty and covered in sawdust. Because, man, I think that's how we learn. My daddy used to tell me all the time when I was a kid, if you can use a hammer, a saw, and a tape measure, you will always be employed. If you're not, it's your own fault, typically. But we're going to be doing some service projects under the bridge, but we're also going to be serving our church. There's a fence on the playground that is in dire need of repair, so that's one of our construction projects. And then we're also going to be building a bathroom over there at the outdoor classroom and doing a bunch of that kind of stuff. Hey guys, know that I have been doing this for 9 years. I graduated college in May of 2014, and I started this program in May of 2014. I love your kids. I love your families. 9 times out of 10, if I'm calling you because of behavioral issues, I have already talked to them at least 3 times, sometimes more. It being the way it is this summer, I would appreciate a little bit of extra grace and understanding and the benefit of the doubt. This has the potential to be one of the best summers we've ever had, but it could also potentially be very rough. You know, Miss Chelsea was a huge part of this program for the last year and a half, and I kind of feel like somebody has cut off my arm. She was really, really good at what she did, and I'm kind of having to go back and relearn a lot of stuff. That being said, for all of you guys watching at home, the last word of the secret sentence is God. So the secret sentence in its entirety is put on the full armor of God. If you have any questions, you can get with me. Other than that, be blessed, eat up, and I will see you guys on Tuesday.